I've got a little boy, he's 10, and he has autism. So the adjustment into the new routine was always going to be difficult because there was my mum and dad had to get him after school some days. He adapted to it very well. He adapted very quickly. And then we had obviously the problems where lockdown struck and school shut. And there was mixing of homeschooling and college work at the same time. But I have to say, I'd explained to him, look, I explained to him what I was doing and why I was doing it. And he actually did, he adapted to it very, very well. And he understood very well that I was learning and that's what I was doing and that's why I was at my computer. And it actually went an awful lot smoother than I expected it to. I think it was very important with his autism to explain exactly what was coming and exactly when it was starting. So I did explain very early that, oh, when you start primary 6, I'm going to be going to school as well and I'm going to be learning maths like you are. And so he was fully aware from a very early stage what was happening, because it gave him time to process that and to understand that that's what was going to be happening. So I think that made a big difference to him because he was very prepared for the change in routine.
I've got 3 kids who one's 16, one's 10, and one is 5. So at the time when I started college, that'd be 3 years ago now, it'd be 13, 7 and 2. So the older ones were easier. They're a bit more laid back, so they understood time at night was like mum had to spend an hour or two just going through different things and doing homework. My 7-year-old at the time, she loved it. She used to be like, do you want me to bring anything? Do you want some juice? My eldest, it gave me an opportunity to show him, because he was like coming up to doing like 3rd and 4th year at school. So showing him how to study, showing him how to prepare for your subjects, and you know that learning doesn't just end in school, that you do have to put that wee bit extra effort in when you're at home. And my 2-year-old, actually going back to education was a benefit to her. She then went into full-time childminding, and with going to the childminder, she came on a lot more. She just, yes, like being around other children, and she made wee friendships, and that really helped her blossom, because before, when I was working, we worked childcare between family members, so she wasn't getting that interaction. So it gave her a wee year before going to nursery, just to get used to the fact that you're not at home all the time and you can go and do different things, different activities. And so yeah, I didn't, the children's side of it was easier for me. I know that some people do struggle with getting their kids into new routines for many different reasons, but mine are quite adaptable. So it was easy for them. I think sometimes they would be like, why is mum not sitting watching a movie with us, or why is mum not coming out a walk with us? But they understood as well, like she needs 5 minutes peace. She needs to get stuff done. She has some deadlines she needs to make, and they would just be like, okay. I think I was quite lucky in that sense. The only thing I really spoke with the kids about was when I'd been accepted and got my schedule through, or what, like my timetable. And it was, my eldest was old enough at the time, he had his own key to the house, because he was only, I think by the time the school finished and I got home, there was like an hour. So he was fine to just come home. My youngest, I say she was at a childminder, but the 7-year-old, it was Annie that watched her.
That would be me.
For the kind of hour after school, she would pick her up. So it was letting her know that that was what was going to be happening for like the next year, which she was overjoyed about, because her and Charlie were really good friends, Annie's son. So it made the transition a lot easier.
it definitely sets an example, because you kind of think, well, I can't do this, but then you go, but Lindsay's done that and she's got 4 kids, and then Jill's done that and she's got 3 kids, and I've only got 1 kid. So if they can, but it gives you that mentality of, if they can do it, what's stopping me doing it? So I think it definitely does set an example. It kind of gives you the motivation that people who are at the same place in life as me are achieving great things. So there's no reason why I can't. So yeah, I think it definitely does set an example, and it's amazing how supportive my family have been with it. They're absolutely, my mum has cried several times. Every time something's gone well, she has a wee cry. And it's incredible just the support you get for wanting to go on and better yourself. It's been absolutely incredible.